through here, and I do need you guys to come and probably mine this out. Ideally. I don't need like the whole thing mined out, I don't feel like. Although, if I leave it on it, it will be a bit nubbly, so we'll get rid of it. We'll get rid of all the area there that I don't need, and we'll have to put in that corner bit as well. So once we've got that, I can then bring the chickens down here. And where's this trader? Oh yeah. Which one of me and you guys are like sociable? Good sociable, I mean. You are apparently the best. 9. Okay, 9's not a bad amount of social. Can you go trade with them and see what we've got? And is there any danger noodle animals? There are kind of like a lot of boomalopes. There's a lot of rats and squirrels and stuff. I think we'll be able to bring the animals in soon. What is this? 30 degrees indoors. How is it that hot? Is it like a heat wave or something here? Unfortunately, it's going to be like bright lime green this whole time. So I don't super need animals. The yaks could give me milk and stuff. Pemmican and meat would be good. Although I don't have a huge amount of money, so let's be more modest about this. Let's see, what else we got? Chicken eggs, unfertile, cloth, patch leather, blue fur. I could give you guys the incinerate shells. I don't know if they go in a gun. I don't know if they go in a gun. I might keep them. And the clothing. I have now got... Everybody's taken off their shit clothing, so I can now sell you guys some stuff. And I have got gold. So I could sell you guys some gold. Let's see. Maybe more food? No, we got good kibble. We got some pemmican. I guess between like some pemmican and some meat. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get some meat and shit. And we'll get that out of the way. What was that? 200 package survival meals. Nice. Incendiary shells are for the mortar. And you can make IED traps with them. Oh, yeah. As in the... Where was that portable? I do not know where my people put it, by the way. Maybe on a shelf? No? I don't know who took the little mortar thing. I don't know if I'm going to use mortars. I'd like to try to do it with turrets, ideally. I think that would be interesting. Okay, we definitely brought more shit inside. This is not quite what I wanted stored in here, but it's inside for the moment. How is this temperature going? It is 37 inside. It's 29 inside. I'm going to need more air conditioners than this, honestly. I wasn't expecting this map to be hot. Not like this. I know it's summer, but still. At some point, it's going to cool the fuck down. I know it. So, and I put that there. Another one here, and we'll try to squeeze in another one there. I know it's like right next to that too, so it's not the best. I think everybody's starting to build the walls in here. I will have to reinstall, well, I'll just make new lights because it's more of a pain in the ass otherwise. As for the tables, I do want more so just steel tables stuff, but I'll just deconstruct it because it'll give me materials. Hydroponics have been researched. Fuck it, we'll do a waste one. We'll get lights because they're kind of powering through this super fast, which is great. I would like fancy lights. So we now have a semi-made room and we should have plenty enough power. What's lenses going on? Recreationally starved. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of recreational stuff. I had a chess table. The words there being had. What? Meteorite of gold. Holy crackers. Alright, well, we will get this mined out. This will do some stuff. It was just the one. And Psychic Soothe. Nice. Well, the Psychic Soothe should help a little bit. That should chill out a few people. But where did my chess table... There it is. Found it. I was like, I know. We made a chess table. Or we got a chess table or whatever. I'm like, where the fuck did it go? Well, we found it, you know. What else we got? I think after they build a couple of air conditioners, they got one more to build. I'll grab that and I'll adjust the temperature. Let's reset that. Let's take them all down. It's really hot at this location, so let's fucking throw it on -39 and see what happens. See if it's enough. And apparently this room isn't getting built. Maybe because we don't have enough blocks. What the fuck? I clicked off that too fast. I'm going to assume that that was... my brain can work. I know you're in here. Yeah, it's you. I'm going to assume it's you. Yes. So we got new pants. Hopefully some of these are good. Most of them are normal. Some of them are good. Some of them are good quality. Oh, there's an excellent in here. Fuck yeah. Somebody's going to be chuffed with that. So, look, the people have already fucking running over for good pants. They're actually probably just going to bed, but it's fine. Now, Keelan and myself are up here. We do need cat beds to get back in our rooms. I go into the power right now. I should be able to make a geothermal. Yeah, that's a thing I should be doing. Whoa, fuck, that's a lot bigger than I kind of recall these being. So, yeah, I could do more power stuff. I haven't moved a lot of things over. I can make more of these, so I think we're okay-ish on power. I just haven't got lights and crap. Ambrosia. Guess they can harvest that. Normally, I would... guess I have to harvest that later. Normally, I would just get rid of that, like, straight away, but we'll keep it for the minute. We'll move this in here with that. I'll have to get rid of this fucking wall, which means I have to move the cases up there, out of the way, and I'll move the battery and these animal beds. Tell you what, let me make a fresh animal bed nearby, because then I can click those and get rid of... Oh my god. Okay. That didn't quite work. Get rid of that. Go free yourselves to your beds. We've got nice bedrooms and shit for the animals to be in. We're going to box the animals mostly up here because I do think we've got just enough for, like, this space. I do think I need more beds, though, maybe, because I think there's a couple of people that might be sleeping outside. I need, like, air conditioning or coolers, or, you know what, passive coolers would work. That's a thing that exists. Everybody gets a passive cooler with their room. Okay? That's just how it's going to be. I can't honestly remember how I just did that just then. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, there we go. My brain. There we... Sometimes when I put stuff in, like, a pattern, when I'm trying to, like, mimic it, it is really hard to psychologically rotate it while I'm talking. And I'll be sitting here and I'm like, I don't know how this rotates. And then I shut up for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, there we go. It's actually a really funny phenomenon that I've, like, come across a couple of times, and I'm like, I'm very aware of it. I just don't bring it up very often. It's like with the maths. As soon as I'm not streaming, I can maths again. Okay, everybody gonna get themselves a cooler. And what was that? Venomatic power cell. Nice. We could definitely do with those. We'll shove that in here for the moment, and then we'll connect it up to power. Eventually, if we get another one, I'll put it synchronized shape on the other side. But it looks like they still haven't built the wall, so I don't think I have blocks. I think that's what my problem is I don't have marble blocks, so we can't build the wall. And so I can't put the lights to give them the boost, and I can't enclose the room. But it does look like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colonists displaced at the moment. So I probably need to make roughly like 5 beds, I'd say. If they're made out of wood, I could probably make like a good handful of them, at least. They'll probably like make this in a hot second, because this is like, what, 9,000 wood I've got for this? What's that? Marble blocks. Nice. Thank you. That is gonna get us building again. I'm assuming that there's going to be a couple of colonists just like wake up and immediately rush over and start like building shit. You know. That's all done. That one's done. This one's missing some. That ain't right. Hold on. Let's get you. There we go. Okay, so everybody should have a passive cooler. We will have air conditioning in here to try to cool down this area, which is currently our kind of like together storeroom thing. If I wanted to, I could like link this as like a circle in the dead center. That is something I could possibly do. Fuck knows how hard that would be to make. But this room is almost made. It's about 1 block off being made. And I do think I kind of fucked up this shape just a tiny bit because I'm a bit wider on the front there than down the bottom. So let's open this up just a tiny fraction wider because I can make this a hospital. Another phantomatic power cell. Thank you. Where'd that go? And we'll get this built up in another minute. So my only problem with putting this in here is I do have a wall still in here because Red hasn't decided to join yet. But I mean, she's getting there. She's thinking about it. And I've already shaped that one. So that's fine. Now, the rest of this, we've got rice, we've got potatoes, we've got strawberries. What other fucking crops exist? Hold on. There is corn. Corn kind of sucks unless you can grow it. Fuck it. I'll make some corn down the bottom. I need to go to bed. It's after 4. My head's starting to hurt. No worries. You go get your rest. I will be here until 6 a.m. It's like 3 for me. I was considering taking like a 10-minute break soon, just to be able to go refresh my drink and stuff. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Obviously, like, I've got, what do you call it? I've got like a whole bunch more like 8-hour days and stuff like that ahead, so I'll basically be live most of the week for 10 until 6 a.m. So yeah, lots of people gonna get a chance to hang out and be here. Whoa. There we go. I'll marry this all up to the side like that. And then I don't know what other crop I want in the middle here. That's a lot of corn. I wouldn't usually put this much corn, but because you guys are capable of doing like the grow crops and stuff, I'm much more likely to like give it a crack. I don't really want to grow spring clean. Spring clean cleans, so anywhere that's got like a speck of dirt will automatically just clean the base, which makes the colonists rather happy and stuff. Yeah, so Greek goddess the Hygiena passed through and took pity on your disgusting base. So basically, if there's like a dirty area or something like that, or like they're getting sick from something, it can help like clean up the place and like, yeah, bring up the standard of rooms and crap. It's really good. I like doing that one to other people. And I got a rhinoceros apparently, so yeah, you're gonna get trained. Fuck yeah, free rhino. I don't want you inside the building though. I'm gonna put you out in the animals section, which I think that the rhino is able to freely roam wherever the fuck it wants. But I made this animals section here before, so I guess like I don't want to have to go all through like every single room and say don't go in here, but I definitely don't want it to go in like the dead center area if I can. So I'll give it a reasonably large-ish area that it can kind of roam through, and hopefully it should be able to find enough food and potentially defend us in that space. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to make this just a little bit wider. I don't know by how much, probably that much? That much should be about mirrored the same-ish, maybe. Fuck knows. I don't know. I don't think that that's 1-to-1 the same. How big is this square? This is 38. Okay, and this is 37, so I could go over by like 1 more. That's very close, and then I've got to extend it to the bottom here because that's off by like just a bit. Expand the animal area. There we go. Okay, rhino can go in that area. You'd be happy with that. And my allies are leaving. They're fine. They can head off. So I still haven't moved the chickens in yet because I'm still building this. My research is done too. So solar panels. I do need to kind of like work my way up to this stuff though. Let's see. What have we got? Tree sowing, drug production, psychoid stuff, Devil Strand wouldn't be bad for some stuff if I could grow it. Blade armor, I will need to research probably that. Long blades, probably. Oh, I don't know if I need any of that stuff. Machining, I will need to do that soon. Because then I can craft weapons and shit. And eventually the microelectronics and crap. Oh man, that was my neck. If anybody heard that crunch, or that one, that was my neck. Probably shouldn't pick up because like I tweaked the microphone so it shouldn't do it, but I don't know. It might still. Alright, well when they finish making that, I can allow the chickens and stuff in because I can make like a air-conditioned or heated like space for them in here, which will help. And I don't have technically air conditioning on this yet. Although I honestly thought about putting... Realistically, like, they can pass through here the most efficient. But if I was to get rid of this centered door and make it, like, whatever, they would have to go, like, up or down. I was thinking about putting in air conditioning or stuff in here, but I guess if I put, like, a cooler... I want to put it there, so we want to put it there. Let's put a couple of coolers in this room. Let's put a second one at that. They got the walls back, so let's get the lights up. Lenza's having a sad wander, but that's okay. They'll be alright. So, I don't know if I took that all the way up there, but this is fine. That there, and that one. I skipped down a row a little bit too far there. Alright, we'll get the lights back on in here. I should have the option of fancy coloured lights as well. I should also theoretically be able to put lighting in here as well. I can't put it on that bit, but I can put it through there. Get that all the way up and through there. So this will bring lighting back into the base, which we don't actively have. Frankly, let's shove a floodlight in there. That should light up that whole area probably well enough. And I don't know if I want to put these on like the sides. I kind of normally would rather put them like here. So we'll see what we can do with this. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with these rooms, but I'm kind of excited to see. So, whoop, that ain't where I want it. It's fine. I also need to add fire foam poppers into like basically everywhere because eventually when we have a proper raid, that's going to be an issue. I could see, like, I cannot imagine the non-stop continuous waves that you get when you try to launch a ship. I really don't know. I haven't seen it myself exactly, but I'm assuming it's really bad. I'd love to be able to do it where, like, you know, you can hold off a couple of colonists inside a building or something like that and keep them safe. But I kind of feel like the game probably will just do whatever it needs to do to prevent you from being able to do that. You know, that's how I kind of feel like the game would do it. Check this up here. A rhino looks pretty happy. I've got plenty of people that can do training with it, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, we're getting lights in the place, so we should start having lights, and then I guess I can probably also get some art benches or some shit like that. I'm surprised I really don't have like idle colonists, realistically, you know? I kind of expected there to be like more idle people. I also don't know if I fully finished allocating everybody. I assume I did not. So I will have to have a look at that again in a minute. And just get all these lights on. I know I fucked one up there. I'll have to come back to it. Rat meat is rotten in storage. I'm guessing because it's too hot. Again, I will have to have a quick look at that. And I also need to have a look if there's any predators on the map. That's a whole nother issue. Okay, that should be all the lights that I need for the moment. Where's the one I fucked up? That one. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Psychic Soothe, Pendant Clothes. We are working on that. So if these are solid walls, We will get some solid ass walls up here. I don't want them to be able to access it from the outside down this way. I just want them to be able to access it from basically the front, probably. I don't know if I want a door or an animal flap. I probably should have moved it up by like 1, but it's fine. I guess if I have a door, the animals can kind of go into it. My people can go into it. If I have a door on this side, there is a chance that somebody will get stuck in here, but fuck it. We'll put a door there. We'll put an animal flap on this side. That allows us to come in. That allows the animals to come in an unideal spot, but it's fine. We will get that enclosed, which will then enclose hopefully this whole pen once they finish that. Then I should be able to let the chickens in here. I wasn't paying attention and my people did a thing, but that's okay. They'll have researched Devil Strand in like next to no time. And I don't super want that to be potato crop. So I'm going to have to make this probably like, for the moment, heal root would probably be a good one. And get that extended because I'll probably make like some of this like Devil Strand or some crap. You know, I don't need this much heal root, to be honest. But in the event that I can grow Devil Strand, I might as well. Alright, so there's our crops. It's a bit dodgy shoddy. Realistically, corn shouldn't be that big. That should be like rice or something. But it will do for the moment. I also don't really have a corpse pile location, so we should realistically make one of those. I've got a corpse pile in the water, but I should make an actual corpse pile. So corpses, I want all corpses that are rotten. What do we want here? Solar maybe? No. Where was the thing? Machining. I need smithing. Okay, that's fine. Make that one then. I want this to be no fresh, just rotten corpses. That'll do. They'll put them up there, and we have a spot that's in the water for like non-friendly corpses. I can probably remove that now. Although, I do worry that they're gonna put like not fresh ones in there, so how about we clear everything? Allow you to put, well, I guess I could put tainted apparel and shit here. No. Close that out there. I don't want clean stuff. I do want bi-coded. All of that should be fine. And I basically want like human corpses and mech corpses. Fresh or rotten. And then I want like a separate spot. That's not what I wanted. It's trying to like extend that. I want this to only be rotted animals. There we go. Okay, so now we got a little spot to go put them until like we've got a better spot for it. But this will do. So I think I've got to get electricity into those rooms too, and I do need to make a geothermal, but I do need to move this room up apparently quite considerably because apparently it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Who the fuck just went and killed a cat? Somebody killed Nuke. Dude. Wait. I shouldn't have that auto culled. Apparently I have it set to fucking 1 and 1. Well, that's on fucking me. Fucking sorry, Nuke. You just got absolutely fucking decimated in my colony. Yeah, you're dead. One of my colonists auto-culled you. Apparently I didn't realize that even though I said that like I could have like 5 cats, I didn't realize I said only 1 adult and like male and 1 adult female. So yeah, I accidentally just decimated you, which is unfortunate. I also want to change these all to white, bright white for the moment, if I can. I don't know if those are like automatic, but we'll see. Me as a colonist, me as a kitty. The cat died. The cat got culled. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, purchase good colonists. We got extra Nuke now. Oh wait, why are you naked? You literally came in naked. Pigskin pants. No, you're not. That's one way to say it. Optimist, fast learner, industrious. Look, you're a reasonably good colonist, so speaking of, I haven't actually finished this list of the colonists that I've got, so switch down back near the bottom. By the look of it, I'm not fucking far off. I don't think there's many people. I take it that that was a cat. Hold on. Yeah, one cat. What kind of cat are you? You're male this time. Okay, so we've got 2 males and 1 female. Bit of a skewed ratio, but it's okay. And only the rhino is in the pen. That's fine. Also, is this room refrigerated enough yet? It is. Cool. Well, we can go hunting finally. So I'm going to leave a lot of the smaller animals. Sort of. I'd kind of like to hunt the alpacas and crap. We should have enough guns for this shit. So you guys go absolutely decimate the animal population. Leave some of the small stuff for the cats and crap. And the fuck else do I need? Why is the rhino in that bed? That's not for you, rhino. That ain't for you. I completely forgot what I was doing. I think I was doing like electricity and I was allocating people. Yeah, that was something. That rhino just completely mind wiped me. I just wasn't expecting to see it inside the bedroom, you know. Also, I forgot to check if you're a daytimer and sexy is daytimer. Okay, so you guys are both daytimers, so I don't have to do anything special to you. Hopefully now that I've altered the auto cull numbers, we should be a little bit better with the animals. Let's double fucking check that shit. So I have like most of the animals are like, some are and some are not like set to auto cull. So yeah, I might honestly just remove them, and as I need to, I'll adjust them. I did that initially because I'm like, oh, there's a few animals I know are just going to get spawned in and overrun. And then like nothing was happening, and I'm like, and then a cat got killed, and I'm like, oh, I've made a mistake. I did everything I could to try to like make it better for later, and then it backfired basically. I think there's a few people in here that aren't shuffled to the bottom where I need them to be. I think that should be out of, yeah, okay, because all of these are still got to be fucking allocated. So I can literally see that there's a couple here that are just like a higher skill. I literally, okay, the hell was, oh, it was a raccoon. Got it. I was going to say, I'm like, the fuck was that in the background, but that's okay. So we've got an extra doctor. You could be a higher level doctor. You could be a high level 1. You care about doctoring as well. So all of that's kind of good. You're like a 5. I do not want that to be a 1. Yeah, let's just make most of this. If they can do handling or hunting or anything like that, we'll just make it a 1. Basically at this point, if I'm seeing that they have like a box that they're interested in, or realistically I should be adding like if they're passionate about something, because I think they learn like skills and crap faster doing that. But yeah, we're gonna like allocate this as best I can as we go. So it's 2, it's 5, give you extra skills. They're roping up the chickens. The pen must be ready. Nice. I see them like moving the chickens in the background here. And yeah, I didn't think that we finished up that room, but I guess they did. Did they actually finish it? Yes. Okay, cool. I just got to remove this in the center bit, and yeah, the chickens can definitely be in here. They're fine. All right. I definitely feel like I don't have a lot of like resources for my people, but that's okay for the moment. Also, hearing people like doing gunfire in the background and I'm not paying attention to what they're doing is really like something, because like I'm so used to like just, I don't know, lightly monitoring what my colonists are doing, because usually I don't have much to hunt, because if there is something alive on my map, it gets absolutely like decimated one way or another. Either the panthers take it out or my colonists take it out or whatever, so I don't usually have stuff going on much. But yeah, this is one where it's like they're doing stuff. I think that was autosave, maybe? That briefly. Alright. So, I still got a couple more to go. but not too many. And like I said, I can hear one of the mech kind of guns going off over here. Okay, so that's what that is. Because that's like, I'm hearing something and I'm like, I don't have mechs on the